Hey, Mary Carlos, Felicity, Madeline, Tony, Bear, and everybody else who's watching. What's up? Hope you guys are doing well. Love y'all. All right, we're going to go over the gospel reflection for Sunday, September 7th, 23rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. So Jesus says, if anyone who comes to me without hating the father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciples. It sounds pretty harsh. Okay. What Jesus is saying there, it's the cost of discipleship. Okay. Obviously, it's a hyperbole. Okay, an exaggeration, right? Kind of like an old preacher's trick, right? But Jesus called us just not to be followers, right? But being disciples. Okay, and Jesus wants to know what we're getting into, because there could be a time where the cross is going to get that heavy, and we're going to take it up to the point of even hating his own mother, wife, children. Okay. And God calls us to love him first. Love him over our family, our children, and possessions. And even in the hardest times, okay, if something very tragic happens, we still need to pray that we can love God first. And so he gives us some examples. One about finishing a tower. And Jesus' earthly father, Saint Joseph, he was a carpenter, but some of the Hebrew translations, he could have also been a construction worker, right? And maybe Jesus was with Joseph when they were laying down foundations or building these magnificent buildings out by the seashore, and maybe Jesus saw some of the buildings or the towers that were not completed because they ran out of resources or money. And so that could have been his upbringing, seeing his dad build these buildings and build these projects. And then, of course, Jesus growing up and seeing, kings start wars and not finish them, right? Or lose them. So he's giving two very real examples for that time, okay? You would hate to start something, not be able to finish it. So Jesus is using all these examples for the cost of discipleship, and a lot of that can go into marriage, right? Marriage is very difficult, okay, and those are the commitments that Jesus is using. Also, an example, is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is this the person that's going to bring me? Is this the person to get me to heaven? That's the ultimate question when we're contemplating marriage with our significant other. Is this person going to get me to heaven? Are we going to get each other to heaven? Because when we go to heaven, we don't go alone, right? We bring people with us. All right. Well, that's all I have for today. Clay Bear. Mwah. Cool. Well, see y'all very soon. And peace out. All right. Love y'all.